another episode of Queen to Queen. This time, we want to talk about marriage in this generation, and just your thoughts overall. Like, how do you feel about marriage?
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
That's how you know I'm not getting married.
Not That's right.
Left it.
Yes. Well, yeah, I want to talk about, like, the marriage in our generation. Like, are we ready to get married?
So none of us are married.
No, all single.
Well, not single.
Not you.
Tiff probably gonna be the first one to get married.
Yeah, she almost married. She almost married.
Shut up.
When is the date?
Right.
Look, she's sweating.
August 15th.
February 30th.
Look, is that for real?
That's what
Y'all been ring shopping?
We have not been ring shopping.
Why not?
Wait, y'all putting a fire on her right now.
I know.
Right.
Right, then can we have a show, please?
Right.
We
We didn't talk about different topics.
And you know what? I'm gonna stop that because you know that's how like parents are like when you gonna get
That's
married,
true.
when you gonna get
When you gonna go to grade school?
We do see that a lot at this age too.
Yeah.
You know, parents be ready to be grandparents. When you gonna
You
get
know what?
married?
My parents don't press me. It's really like other people who ask me, and I'm like, my parents ain't rushing me, so why you rushing me?
My
Like,
grand-
I don't even
I don't know.
My dad
I was
is.
just sorry. Go ahead, Rod.
No, my dad. I was just saying my dad rushes.
Your dad
Oh, he
rushed.
rushed you.
I was on the phone with my dad today. He talking about some. I don't want to be too old, you know, when you have kids.
Well, you shouldn't have kids. Well, you shouldn't have kids. So my dad had me when he was 36. Now you want to rush somebody? No, you straight.
Don't rush me.
Shout out to everybody having gender reveal parties and whatnot.
So many.
I'm just trying to have a man reveal party. Coming soon.
Girl,
Roxanne.
get out.
February 14th of 2018, I will be revealing my man on
Girl, boom. I can't even deal with Roxanne right now. Roxanne, what we gonna do?
What?
Love her.
Yes, I love you so much.
Love
I
her.
do.
I'm trying. It's like a love-hate
Well,
relationship.
clearly, other than Tiff, we not really ready yet. Like, I do want to be married, but I'm not
One day.
quite. Yeah, you know, I'm not rushing it. You know, I want it to be perfect because I really plan on getting married once.
One
I want to
time.
get married one time, and if it don't work out, I'm straight.
One and done.
I'm
One and
good.
done, yes.
Like, I want to find the one time, and I'm straight.
I don't really
That's
want to
it.
be nobody's second wife. I'm just
Yeah.
not up for it. I'm not.
So, do y'all feel like, okay, with this generation here, do y'all feel like people are less likely to get married, more likely to get married? Are they waiting longer to get married?
I think in this generation, we about our careers in this generation.
Because millennials are broke.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to say though because on one end I do see a lot of people my age getting married like back to back to back.
I see
Everybody
everybody
then-
people too.
Yeah, so it's like 50-50. So
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, it's kind of hard to say because I see both. Like in my group of friends, we all
None
like.
of us are married.
None of us.
Yeah,
But I will say-
but we working on our businesses. We
are,
working on
yeah.
like
I guess
our
that's what I
career
see.
and everything. So
But
that's
I will
us.
say,
but
I see way more baby showers than I see marriages.
Oh,
I
me too.
do. I do.
Way more gender reveals than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
We're getting married.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know.
Yeah, so
So,
it is kind of hard to say, but
Did you guys think that you were going to be married by now? Like,
yes.
Like at your age?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, since I'm only
Definitely.
21, I didn't think that I was going to be married when I was 21. So.
Well, I'm on the brink of 30.
The brink.
The brink.
Right.
The edge of 30.
Strictly,
go.
yeah, it's
Not gonna
right
say.
around the corner.
So yeah, I did think that I would be.
what age
married.
did you think you was going to marry at?
Well, probably this age. Honestly, I thought I would be married with some kids by the age of 28. I did, but I think it's because of the way my mom and dad were. My mom and dad were married by the age of, I think, 25, 26, 24,
Really?
25, something like that. Yeah, like, so I would ask my mom when I turned 25, you know, like, Mom, what was you doing when you was 25? You know, she like, girl, I was married with 2 kids and I was 25, you know.
But that was
so-
common then.
Yeah.
And I feel,
It was,
yeah.
but maybe that's why I thought by this time I
that's
would
what
be
you were
married
doing.
with some kids.
And that's
you know?
what I say. That's why I say I feel like it's different in this generation.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like our parents were way more advanced by this age.
That's
Yeah,
because
they
you
were like-
wanted to get married. Like,
Yeah, you wanted to get married.
Yeah,
you
that was
wanted
the
to-
normal thing to do. Like you get married, you have kids, and you start your family.
nobody cares what you name.
So back to the topic.
Sorry, y'all.
Aren't you good?
Okay.
Uh-oh,
Family, I'm okay.
look, this topic is touching her.
You really want to get married, sis?
Dang, it happened, boy. It happened.
Right.
Be patient. Be patient. That's the emotional part.
Stop it.
I'm with you,
I'm
Jay.
gonna-
I'm with you. I was like, I'm gonna be married by 24, and I'm gonna have 2 years to spend life with my husband, and I'll have kids at 26. Well, I'm 26, and I ain't got neither one.
But that's not
Dang, you got a prospect right now. Dang.
not even close
No
to it.
potentials.
No, like,
You know, somebody just gonna
I-
sweep you off your feet and then you
That's
just
what's
gonna get
gonna
married.
Mhm.
But
It'll be fast.
but it was
Yeah,
crazy.
Make up
yeah.
for lost time.
You guys
No, I'm straight.
Make up
Look,
for lost
now I'm like, no, I'm straight. No, I'm straight. Now I don't want nobody.
I can't take
don't
none
want
of
no
y'all
callers.
serious right now.
I'm done.
Me
I'm
too.
done.
Make up for lost time. I'm through. You know what? I'm not
Nobody
even serious
right
anymore.
now.
I'm straight
What age you
now.
thought you was gonna get married, Sis?
I had it all figured out. So I wanted to be married by like 24,
You
25.
still got time.
Yes.
3 years, 4 years.
Oh my
And and then after that, I wanted to travel and things like that, and then I wanted to start having babies when I was 28. So then by the time I'm 30, I'd be like, really, I just want to pop kids out, 3, 4 kids,
Yeah.
5 kids. I want to stay pregnant.
That uterus to use.
Not
She's like, that's what it's made for.
shoot my blood up. That's what I was thinking in my head.
She was going to put it to its full
Y'all know she got
potential,
another
okay?
one on the way.
Right?
Yeah. Like,
That's
hey,
like Roxanne
you still
pregnant
pregnant
again.
from before. Like, how you?
Nah.
Which
Is that
one
the-
is-
I thought she had that
We
baby.
had 3 baby showers. I'm not bringing no more gifts.
Listen, let's
I'm
talk
gonna
about
take the
baby
first
showers.
one.
Let's talk
I'll be
about
in the
baby
first
showers.
one.
Wait a minute. If you out there having a baby shower for your second or third child, stop.
Yeah.
Y'all
Wait,
no.
second.
Right, second.
Unless it's a different gender, no.
If it's years apart, I think that's fine. too.
Yeah, years apart.
No, maybe.
If you had-
6 years
If it's-
apart?
If it's like,
fine.
if they
Yeah,
back
that's
to
still
back,
fine.
if they back to
But
back,
don't be
I'm coming to the first one
Exactly.
only. But if it's like, okay, you got 6
Or
years
if it's
apart,
different
yes.
genders, then I'll throw something else your
Yeah,
way,
that
'cause
too,
You got a
but-
girl versus a boy, but
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah,
Or if you
I'm
had like
I'm
a
extra.
single kid, then you had like a twins the next time, I could see.
oh yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sometimes I think it's excessive. Like y'all doing too much.
But I
if
feel
it's
like
back to back, I'm coming to the first one. I'll be like, you just had a baby.
You want it
last
done
year.
again?
Yeah.
Right.
One and done. But if you give me a couple years to like, stack my bread up for your baby,
I
like,
got a
yeah,
question.
okay, I'll do that.
So y'all know it's traditional to be married and then have kids, right?
yes.
So do y'all want to be married before you have kids?
Oh, definitely.
Or-
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm not even. I'm too.
Me too.
Oh, go ahead.
I said I feel like I'm the eyeball out of us because I never thought about like an age to be married or had like a plan of when it would happen or when I would have kids. None of that. Like it was always sort of career based. Like as soon as I graduate college, and I'm gonna be this big doctor, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna.
Did you grow up in a household
none of
with
which happened.
2 parents?
My mom, yes, I had a stepdad though,
Stepdad.
not my original parents. They weren't together. And then I feel like your upbringing changes your views on marriage as well.
Yeah, my mom and my dad was married, and that's all I knew. So I was like, you got to get married.
Me
And then I don't even believe in marriage, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
So I'm the
I
eyeball
still believe
on
in
that too.
marriage.
So my
Maybe that's why. Maybe I just
Yeah.
came on to something.
my mom was married.
Figured it out. Yeah.
You don't care about marriage because she was like, I get a husband when I get a husband. My mama had a husband.
She had
got a new
3
husband.
husbands.
Exactly.
See?
She went to the store and got another
My
one.
mama had one husband, so I'm like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's why I
Husbands
don't
are
take it.
indispensable.
Yeah, I don't take it that serious. Like, okay, I would like for me to only have one husband.
I know, don't
But if we've been together 20 years and then we decide we're not happy, then
Peace out.
I'm not
And
about to be
that's-
miserable just to
And
say I
that's
only have
my
one
thing.
man.
Like, I don't want to waste 20 years of my life and then be like, all right, I'm straight. Like,
All right. I got a question.
I don't feel like it's a waste if you was happy those years.
Mhm.
I feel like it's a waste if you're not happy. If you miserable, you just want to be married just for marriage sake.
So
Yeah.
how long are you with somebody before you get married? Like, do
I
think
you
it's
have a
dependent on the
cap
relationship.
on? It does just depend on the person.
First of all, no, I'm not waiting
A lot
around
of
no
people-
10 years to get married.
But people
no,
do that.
No,
But
people do that.
You know?
I mean,
men-
10 years
You
in
be
Michigan.
10 years, 3-4 kids later.
It's
and
here,
you
right,
know,
in
like,
Michigan, right? If
Common law?
Yeah, common law. In
Yeah,
Michigan,
common
in
law
10
is in
years,
Michigan.
you married anyways. So,
Me and Sook have been together for 6 years.
y'all, look, y'all pushing it.
Right. So that's why I'm like, I don't feel like you have to be married if y'all been together for 2 years and you giving them an ultimatum like, oh, we need to get married.
No, I
I don't want to do that.
You
Yeah.
don't know nobody.
But I did give him an ultimatum that by 30 I want to get married. So
Yeah.
that's why I said 2019,
Yeah, so,
August 15th.
yeah.
That's my mom and my dad anniversary.
All right.
Save the date.
Sook, you
Save
watch
the
it?
date.
You
Right.
watch
Save
it?
the date.
ring shopping. Just saying.
But yeah, I don't feel like now if I have a problem with people who they have a baby together, they're together, they live together, they have children together,
talk
they
about
have a
it.
whole family,
Let's talk about it.
and
Yeah,
they're
it's
like,
good.
but I'm not ready to get married.
So
I'm
what you
scared of
doing?
commitment. You are committed.
Yeah, you are committed.
You're committed.
What are you afraid of? I'm like, when you gonna get married? Oh, I ain't ready for all
What
that.
are you afraid
You
of
ready?
at this point?
You ready? You got the girl, the
What would be
kids,
different?
everything.
So
Y'all
what?
share
So what?
finances,
So
y'all.
what?
What?
Now
Share
you
it all.
now you can cheat and not have to split everything in half or what? Like what is it?
You
That's
still
the
gotta
legal
split
part.
everything in
Yeah.
half.
You do, because
Because
after
if she
this
found
amount
out
of
about it
time-
and put you out,
We already sharing stuff. I don't get it. I don't get the extra time limit on it when we already a family unit. Put a ring
that's
on
all I'm saying. How are you not ready for marriage, but you ready to have a whole baby with somebody?
You
Because
know-
to me,
Yeah,
in my
that's-
opinion, and this could be because my mama been married 3 times. I feel like a baby.
Stop talking about your mama like
I'm
that.
not talking about her.
I love you.
Just stay
We
in
still
fact.
love you.
Just stay in
I'm not
fact.
talking about her. I'm just saying that could have changed my view. Because to me, a baby is going to tie you to somebody way more than a marriage.
Yeah.
My mom and my
If we
dad was not
eat-
married for a long time. They were not married until 2003. And so they've been together since 1987.
Yeah.
But I thought they were married.
The birth of you and your sisters or
Like,
brothers,
now y'all-
that's
they
what
always
ties them
have-
together.
Yeah, they
If
gonna
we were
always
just
have-
married
always gonna be
and we
in
don't
touch.
have kids, then
And y'all break up, then y'all
Yeah.
No, they were
Yeah, y'all
they
done.
referred to each other as husband and wife and everything else.
Mhm.
And like went through the whole like, you know, we thought they were married. They just never really cared to do like the actual paperwork. And then they still got married, and it was the day of the blackout, which sucks. So I don't think maybe they shouldn't have got married.
they knew it was gonna be
That's
ugly,
what you
you know?
also have in your mind too, I guess, that this is the person I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with anyway. So
Yeah, that's how they are. They know.
You
they
know,
can-
maybe the whole making it legal is not a big deal if you
Right.
already have in your head,
And
I'm
then-
gonna be with this
And
person.
the legal agreement of marriage is really, really crazy, and it has changed over years. Like in the 70s, you were property of a man when you married him.
In the 70s still?
Yes, up until I think 74, you were property of a man. And
Property.
you were property. You had to ask your man to get credit. You had to ask your man to get on
In
birth
the-
control in the 70s.
Dang.
Yes, in the 70s.
wasn't
Sometimes
When
I
I,
know.
yeah, when I think about it, it's like, man, we moving kind of slow as a society.
people.
Yeah, like we like
come that
dang, right? Like dang, I was
Only
born
like 30
in the
years ago.
90s.
Yeah, you had to ask your husband to get an abortion. Yes,
That's
you needed permission from
So
him.
You cheated on him.
Or just let's say
Abortion.
it's my body, it's my choice. Let's say I just didn't want to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? Some men try to get you pregnant. And
They do.
and I gotta ask you to get an abortion. If you say no, I can't get this abortion. So now I got a kid that I don't want. That sucks.
Well, what about marriage in the religious aspect? Because I think our parents, like, that was a big thing. Like they were brought up in the church. Like everybody had a grandma who just dragged everybody to church, and they like,
Hey,
yeah, you know.
church!
So it's like it's that big. It's you know it's the big religious notion too that, you know, I don't, instead of just like living with this person, because technically you
If you have
Well,
sex before marriage, I don't
yeah,
wanna hear that religious
fornication,
stuff.
yeah, that's a sin.
Right.
You're not supposed to be living with a person, you know.
But I feel like in the Bible, they didn't have marriage like we had marriage. So when they talked about, you know, you have to be married, blah blah blah, they didn't have marriage back then.
It wasn't like.
So let me
What do you
stop
mean they
you.
didn't have marriage?
They didn't have a ceremony. They didn't have any of that.
It was just like you go. You.
It wasn't like a priest.
It was the
Marry
idea
you.
of it. It was the
They
idea
didn't
of
have
it.
that.
Well, yeah. Now we're all. I think they didn't have a priest. Like you had to have had a priest to like bind
They got
someone. Like, it
married
was,
somehow in Bible days.
yeah.
They did not.
It was just like
People weren't married in Bible
A
days.
vow. No, I'm sure
They
it
were
was like a
married.
vow.
It was like, okay, this is mine, or you exchange
well, so maybe
something.
not like maybe
But it wasn't like vows.
not
It
with like the
wasn't.
law. So maybe not with the law, but they made a vow to God because that was the.
And that
But
is
you could
the
also
law.
have it on the line.
They
Yeah.
did not. They
Yeah.
did not.
You.
So
because I was there.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They didn't though.
You knew Jesus.
I know
Okay.
Jesus.
Before Jesus
my
was
Lord, my
there.
Lord and Savior.
Before Jesus was there.
So go ahead. Before Jesus was there.
They weren't doing that.
Maybe
They
we
didn't
shouldn't
have
have
that.
So I read something, right?
What you
'Cause
read?
I'm always reading something about love, marriage, relationships, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was talking about how, you know, even Adam and Eve were married, right? But
Who
it,
married them?
Wait, I don't
so
think.
it wasn't like
They say vows.
it wasn't like traditional marriage that we see today, right? Because it was only Adam, only Eve, only God, right? And so when God put Adam to sleep and he then, you know, pulled Eve out of his rib, and when he woke up, he said, now this is bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. That was supposed to be like his vows to her. You know, like, this is me saying you are now, we're one now.
Okay.
You know? And so I think, and that was supposed to be like the framework for marriage, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Man, woman, God.
Mm-hmm.
And so
That
that's
is
how
the-
they were married then, still in front of God's eyes, but that was God's way of saying, now you're married. So I don't know that people weren't technically married in Bible days. I feel like they were. I don't know how you know they wasn't, but
I mean, they were married as in, okay,
Shut
you're
Haley.
you're mine, you belong to me. Because women were like property back then.
Yeah.
Women were like property. So, yeah. It
So,
was
yeah.
like, okay, this is mine. But
Yeah, I can see that.
it wasn't the same way as it is now.
we're not standing in front of a whole altar in front of witnesses before God.
I mean, I
That's
think
what you're saying.
I think now it's like an image thing. So we gotta have like all this showy stuff. Like we gotta have people, and we gotta have like. I mean, I think now we have the priest to kind of like sanctify the marriage. I don't know. I don't know if they had a priest there or if it was just like, okay, God, you know, now I vow to be with this person, to have and to hold, and blah blah
So
blah
my
blah blah.
pastor,
You know.
he performed what was called like spiritual marriages.
And what is that?
So they're not legally married. They
I
come,
love it.
They come before him, and he right, and he says the vow. You know, they say they exchange vows and everything like that, and he marries them before the Holy
Before
Spirit and
God.
Father.
Mhm.
But they're not legally married.
So what's the point?
So when he does this, he says that okay, now
So now it's
you know you
promise
guys are
ring?
able to have sex.
It's
You
a
guys
promise
are
ring?
able. You know this is
It's
all
a promise
okay.
ring.
I guess it's a regular ring.
It's a
I mean,
marriage.
a ring is a ring.
Mhm.
Whether you say it's for
No,
promise-
I'm just
a
saying
ring.
this whole this non-legalized marriage is basically a promise ring.
No, it's a marriage.
They married.
How? If it's not legal?
It's
If
just
you
not
know,
on
that's
paper.
what I'm
So,
saying.
so the
What is the difference?
Because
It's no
I feel
different.
like
No.
marriage in America is a legal and like
It is.
yeah, but they didn't have like a legal document back in the day. If that's what
I
you mean.
understand, but today her pastor is spiritually marrying people.
I
Which
think
is fine. You're
that's
not
what
religious,
counts.
it's
I
a
think that's
reli-
what counts is that you want to be with this person and spiritually you.
So
want
why
to
do I
be
need a
together.
pastor to say that? Why can't I say, hey baby, I love you.
Exactly.
God,
If we
Because
bring
he's
a pastor
sanctifying it.
into
Because he's
it,
sanctifying it.
If we bring
But
a
I don't
pastor
think
into
you
it, it's
necessarily
legal.
need. I don't think we need like a signed document binding.
That's
me
exactly
to you.
what marriage is. So that's what I mean when I
don't
say
need a
marriage was
contract.
not. It wasn't around. back
Marriage
then.
is
She
a
keep yelling in my
contract.
ear.
Yeah.
Marriage is exactly a contract.
It is, but I don't need it to be signed with me, you, and the state. Like I don't,
Right,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
need
saying.
that. Yeah, like
I could pastor could marry me
Then
and
I don't
have
need
to
to be spiritually married.
And I know-
because I feel like I can be spiritually married to you, just you and me.
But do,
What am I going
but do you
for?
guys realize that when you marry somebody, you
You-
splitting all of your financials,
Yes.
you splitting
You
everything.
will.
That's the legal aspect.
Yeah.
That's the legal aspect, but you can get married without being legal. And spiritually, that you can get married and
So
not
that's
be legal.
just saying, hey, we're committed to one another 20 years.
so.
But ain't that a
So do you-
relationship?
without
relationship. I
So
can
I
change
got a
my last
question.
name
So I got
too.
a question. So do you think that we feel like this because now in our generation, women are making their own money and it's
Absolutely.
like
Yes. Yes.
Hello.
I don't feel the need to get married.
And I feel
Yes.
like that's why the
I
divorce
don't
rate
need
is much
a
higher
man.
now.
I
Because
would
women are like
one.
out this. But you wanna know what? Oprah said in 1993 that she knew all along that she never wanted to be a wife or a mother. She did not want
yeah,
to be
that's
a
did
wife.
something
she
you
just
gotta
get
know what
married or
they-
something? She
Oprah
been with Stepman
marriage?
for like
I don't think she got
1,000
married.
years.
Oprah married. She
No.
married. Nobody
She's still
was that kind of money.
she's still living her best life.
Go ahead, Oprah. I
I
wanna
was
be
not
with
getting
Oprah.
married.
But Tracy
I never
Alexander,
had that image in my head, like, oh, I gotta get married, and oh, one day I'm gonna walk down the aisle. Like, I never thought about that.
I thought about it, but now that I'm here, I'm
Never
not
thought
sad. I'm not sad that I'm not married or don't have kids. Like,
I'm at a
I
point in my
can't say I
life.
don't have
I'd rather be like the
I have
check. Did the
moments.
check clear? Like that's my thing.
I'm at a moment in my life where I'm
Okay.
not sure if I want to be a mother or a wife, and I'm not sure if it's a phase or this is like it
I
for
think
me.
you're 21 and that's normal.
Thanks, sis.
Why are you fueling
We about to
her
fight.
foolishness?
She is not 21.
This foolishness.
But
21, everybody.
yes, to what, or if it's backwards to. So I don't think I want to have kids because, like, at one point, you know, you got married because maybe your husband was gonna pass away. You gonna get a pension. Pensions barely exist anymore. You were supposed
Yeah,
to.
we don't work jobs.
But they didn't work either.
Yeah, they didn't work. They,
So your husband was your sole
Oh,
provider.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the difference too. Like
That's what
the
I'm saying. We
reasons
got our
people
own-
got
Yeah,
married.
women were not- no
back
wonder
then,
why-
The reason
it
why
was
people
different.
stayed married.
It was different. Like women saw me, they were security. If I leave him, what other choice do I have?
It was
Right.
no leaving.
Exactly.
It was no leaving. You can't get a
If
job.
I'm
I'm not happy.
I'm
Even
stuck.
if you,
Because I don't have
whatever.
I can't make a living for
you gotta
myself.
stay with them.
Look, marriage is okay. No, I don't want to say what I was gonna say because I don't feel like marriage is a scam, but I just feel like now
Marriage is a scam. College is
It's
a
not-
scam.
Oh, shut up.
Put that out
no,
there.
marriage is not a scam, but I feel like people always seem to find loopholes and stuff. So it's like, well, now that we got this signed document, I can leave you, and then I didn't have no money before, but now I got money. Like
It's
you
so
know,
expensive to get
But you
divorced.
can get a
of marriage.
prenup.
I'm definitely would like a prenup.
So you just know you gonna make more.
Would you and your husband have separate bank accounts?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll have a joint
We'll have
one.
a
Right,
joint
we'll
one.
have a joint
We'll have a
one,
joint
and
one
we'll
for
also
all-
have our separate ones because
Yeah.
my mama told me, hey ma.
Mama told me not to tell work 17.
Oh,
so I
my
can't
mama
cut the t-shirt.
told me, always have your own money.
I'm sorry. Roxanne has to go.
Look at it.
She gotta stay.
She has to go.
Not the same.
Not to tell work.
She gotta stay. She gotta stay on that one. We can't kick her out off of that one. Yes. All right.
What did your mom tell you?
My mama said, you know, you should have your own, always.
Yeah.
I agree.
Always, you know.
And I feel like women back then, that's where they got that from.
Yeah, my
A
mama
lot of
told me
them
too.
didn't have that.
Mhm.
So they preached that into their daughters. Like, yeah, make sure you have this. Make sure
When you
have
go on a
that.
date, make sure you got your own cash in your pocket.
KCK,
Pay for it.
pay.
Or you gotta pay your way home. Like,
Right,
whatever.
right. Make sure
anything.
you have your own little extra cash.
But that don't even matter because when I go on a date, I'm driving there anyway.
yeah.
Like, shut up.
Only if we first met.
Right, get out. Okay, Roxanne and Ice. We about to finish the show, just me and Che. Cause I can't do
No,
it.
but what I mean
Why you keep
is
scooting
that
away from me?
Cause you're.
Oh my
what
God.
I mean is I don't Yeah, you finished yours.
You also yelling about your mama.
Out loud.
Well,
I love you, Charlie.
what I
Zinfandel kicking in.
it's kicking in.
Right.
So what I mean is that I don't want you to pick me up. I'm gonna meet you there.
Every time?
Like, not every time. It depends on
I
how
hate
long.
driving.
It depends on how long we've been
Well,
dating.
yeah, when we first meet, of course I'm driving. We're gonna meet.
The
But
first couple of times.
That's
The first couple of times, yeah, I'm gonna meet you there.
oh yeah.
Period.
Oh yeah. But
Period.
I feel like, after a certain amount of meetups, I expect you to come scoop me
No,
up.
you come school me from the first. If you don't want to date me, don't date me.
Now it depends.
You come to play. You play your hard game.
You gotta be careful
It
though.
depends,
You gotta be
yeah.
careful.
I share my
Yeah.
location with my friends. You should be scared of me.
Yeah, but just
I'm
because,
not scared of
I
you.
share my location don't mean you're not gonna come back to my house later on. Like,
True.
I don't
So
want you
I always
coming
lived
back.
in an apartment. So when that small amount of time that I was dating,
Right.
I had. This is why I can't talk to you. At that time that I would have people meet me in the parking lot, and I would already be standing outside, so they wouldn't know
In
like
Michigan?
which door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they wouldn't know which door I came out.
She
or...
came. Let me tell you how Tiff came outside today. She came outside with some flip flops and no socks on. Like it's snowing. It's snowing outside.
I'm saying when they say they on their way or whatever, then I'll just go outside.
See, black people be like, I'm outside and don't be outside. So
Yeah.
That's true.
So I would just, if I live in an
True.
apartment, I'm just gonna pick a door. Like I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna just, yeah, I'm gonna find a door.
See, I don't be- I guess I'm not that-
I met him in the driveway.
I guess I'm not.
In the
I should
parking
be
lot.
more aware of my surroundings because I just be
You
like,
should.
Yeah.
Because people are
Yeah.
crazy.
People are crazy.
So yeah, I met them outside and then we would go on our date.
But I don't
They
even
were
want you to know. I don't even want you to know. I don't even want you to know
the mayor's still
like
on.
what
Wedding's
apartment I right. I don't even want you to know like what if I lived in an apartment, what building I lived at. Like just in case you are crazy and I come outside and you just drive around the parking lot looking for me. Like I
Because that's
don't,
happened to me too.
yeah. See, like I don't.
They
Yeah,
were
I'll,
driving through the parking
I'll
lot.
meet you. So I'll meet you there.
I'm a little worried because, sorry, I had this dude come stay over at my house. Not stay, but he was over there.
Hear that, Mom?
And now I'm like, done cut you off. I don't want to talk to you no more. But you still hit me up. How I know I won't look out the window, one day and
I never had those problems.
I
guess people
I'll be
scared
thinking
of me.
about it. Right. You look crazy.
Right? I'd be like, don't play with me. Probably because I live in the hood too, and I'm with the.
Well, your neighbor is crazy.
Yeah.
So he was scared him away anyway.
My neighbor gonna shoot you before I do.
Dog.
Shut up.
Shout out to your neighbor. for being
Man.
protective.
He's
No,
racist.
he's yeah.
Oh, never
That's
mind.
another topic. That's
Never mind.
that's a topic for another day. But yeah, so I mean, I guess I learned a lot about y'all just right here talking about marriage.
I don't know. We had a real life debate going.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm all angry.
Right. That's why she keeps scooting away from us. She don't.
Because she knew she was yelling in my ear.
Yeah, you keep scooting away, Tiff. You're probably not in the shot right now.
She is.
I
see it.
am in the
She
shot.
in the shot.
Okay.
I just feel
Attached.
like I like to have space.
So what's
Can I
like?
look at you?
So what's the general consensus? Like, is marriage trendy or taboo, or do we love it? Do we hate it? What's up?
Well,
I don't know.
Gucci Man just got married.
So we gotta get married because if Gucci Man can get married, anybody can get married. Honestly, shout out to
Celebrity
Keisha
wedding.
There's a lot of
Celebrity
celebrity
Girl.
weddings going on right now. So I feel like it is
Serena
trendy
just
right
got
now.
Having
she
these
just got
fairy
married,
tale
yes.
weddings. They be having these fairy tale.
I don't even want
And
that
that's
type of
how
wedding.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't have the funds for all of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So how much do y'all think y'all should spend on your wedding?
I was just gonna say that. Like, would you spend a boatload of money in your
Nope.
wedding, or would you
Yeah.
just be like, we
Nope.
gonna do the honeymoon and I'm gonna
No,
down
I'm
payment
spending
for
my
our
money.
house?
I'm spending my money on the honeymoon and the house.
And the
Okay.
house.
I want my close friends here. I do not want people who be like, oh yeah, I
Here
saw
for
you
the
at a
picture.
show. I saw you at a show that one time. Like, okay, yeah, but did you buy a CD? Did you go to my concert? Like, no, you cannot come to my wedding.
Yeah, I want
Right.
everybody there.
I only want like
No.
4 people.
I want the whole spotlight to be on me. I want it to be like an event.
I just want
The-
to say that,
Like the Gucci
The
Man
main event?
Yes.
You deserve
if
it.
bridesmaids are
Yeah.
gonna get put to work.
Mm-mm, no.
They are. It's,
Tiff-
I
Tiff
just
is
want
a
it to
hard
be this
person.
Oh my
big,
gosh.
extravagant.
I think she'd be a
Event.
bridezilla.
I won't.
You probably
Oh,
You a TV show Villa.
yes, you are. You are now.
Liar.
TV Zilla. Yes, yes, you are. So we can only imagine how it will be once you get married.
Get married, it'll be
Yeah.
great. And you guys will like it.
I would love you so much after.
I think she'll be like,
Adoring.
she'll be like, you got
Adoring.
Ice, Roxanne, you gained 10 pounds. These are the dresses I was supposed to give
Yeah,
you.
she be on us now. So
Yeah.
I feel like
When did you
First
post
of
it? When
all-
did you post it? When did you post it?
Because I have to be.
you do have to be.
That's gonna be about her wedding.
Yes.
That's what she gonna be about the wedding.
So don't front for the camera.
Did you get it done?
Ice told me to be on her head.
We had this conversation, but for her wedding, I think it's gonna be a whole different level of craziness. But
You might see a different side
I
to
will
it.
be so happy for you, and I'm gonna be there every step of the way.
So supportive.
Don't
I
worry,
sure will.
2019, I'll be there.
It's coming. It's
So
coming.
supportive.
Well, that's all the time we have for now. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Make sure you follow us on all social media. Tiff.
Queen to Queen 2 underscore.
Yes. Instagram, Queen to Queen __, 2 underscores. Facebook, Queen to Queen. YouTube, Queen to Queen. Comment, like, subscribe.
Yes.
Give us some feedback. We
Come
love
on,
to
y'all.
hear from you.
Please do. Yes, yes. Let us know how long you've been married, all that stuff. Just comment. Show us some love.
Please
Give us some
do.
advice, because we ain't married, so you know. let us know.
I don't wanna be married.
What's the secret?
Right, yeah,
The
yes.
single life.
Spaghetti is the secret.
Shout out.
Girl.
Oh my God.
Didn't I tell you to get her out of here?